the meeting between two of the most notorious drug lords in history, Pablo Escobar and El Chapo, was a moment that would go down in criminal history. It was a meeting that was steeped in tension, power plays, and the high-stakes game of the drug trade. El Chapo, known for his cunning and ambition, had long been eager to meet with the infamous Pablo Escobar. He had heard stories of Escobar's power and influence, and he knew that a partnership with the Medellín Cartel would be a game-changer for his own operations. But when El Chapo first approached Escobar about a potential meeting, the Colombian drug lord was less than enthusiastic. He saw El Chapo as a young upstart, a threat to his own power and influence. He feared that if he gave El Chapo an inch, he would take a mile, and he was not willing to risk his own empire for the sake of a potential partnership. But El Chapo was persistent. He knew that a partnership with Escobar would be the key to his success, and he was not willing to take no for an answer. So he continued to push, using all of his skills and resources to get in touch with Escobar and convince him to meet. Finally, after months of negotiation and persuasion, Escobar agreed to meet with El Chapo. The meeting was set to take place in a remote location, far away from the prying eyes of the authorities and other potential threats. As the two men arrived at the meeting place, tensions were high. Both men knew the stakes of the game they were playing, and they were determined to come out on top. They exchanged tense pleasantries, sizing each other up, each trying to get a read on the other. But things quickly took a turn for the worse. Escobar, not one to be easily intimidated, made it clear that he was in charge. He threatened El Chapo, warning him that if he ever crossed him or went against his orders, he would face dire consequences. El Chapo, however, was not easily intimidated either. He knew that in order to succeed in the world of the drug trade, he had to be ruthless and cunning. So, he pushed back, refusing to back down in the face of Escobar's threats. Eventually, after hours of tense negotiations, the two men came to an agreement. Escobar would supply El Chapo with large quantities of cocaine at a discounted price, and El Chapo would set up a distribution network that would stretch across Mexico and into the United States. It was a deal that would change the course of history, setting in motion a chain of events that would lead to both men becoming some of the most notorious and infamous criminals in history. Despite the tension and the competition, the deal between Pablo Escobar and El Chapo was a lucrative one. It allowed El Chapo to become one of the most successful drug lords in history, and it cemented Pablo Escobar's status as one of the most powerful and influential figures in the world of drug trafficking. El Chapo saw this as an opportunity to expand his operations and take his empire to the next level. El Chapo's success in the drug trade was largely due to his ability to smuggle drugs across the US-Mexico border through a secret tunnel system. It was an engineering marvel, a testament to his resourcefulness and ingenuity. The tunnel system was a vast network of tunnels that stretched for miles, connecting warehouses and safe houses on either side of the border. It allowed El Chapo to smuggle huge quantities of drugs into the United States undetected, earning him millions of dollars in profits. The relationship between Pablo Escobar and El Chapo was a complicated one. While they were partners in the drug trade, they were also competitors. Both men were ambitious and ruthless, and they were constantly looking for ways to gain an advantage over each other. There were rumors of tension and conflict between the two drug lords, and there were even reports of them sending hit squads after each other. The deal between Pablo Escobar and El Chapo was a testament to the complex and often dangerous world of the drug trade. It was a world of power, betrayal, and unexpected alliances, where one wrong move could mean the difference between success and failure, life and death. In the years that followed the meeting between Pablo Escobar and El Chapo, the drug trade would continue to evolve and expand, leading to the rise of new players and new alliances. But the legacy of these two men and the impact they had on the drug trade would continue to reverberate throughout the criminal underworld. The meeting between Pablo Escobar and El Chapo was a pivotal moment in the history of the drug trade. It brought together two of the most powerful drug lords in the world and marked the beginning of a new era in the drug trade.